Hyrule Warriors is a rather deceiving game on first passing. It's an offshoot of the long-running Dynasty Warriors series, albeit with a special Legend of Zelda coat of paint. When you try it out in the opening levels, the focus is very much on running headlong into enemies, hacking them up, and moving on to the next bunch. The objectives shift over time, what location to go to, what enemy to eliminate, but it's all fairly straightforward. But as the game has been iterated upon, from the original Nintendo Wii U release in 2014, to the Legends re-release on the 3DS in 2016, to the definitive edition on the Nintendo Switch in 2018, it's received numerous additions and tweaks to level design and core mechanics, leading to a more tactical gameplay experience that I find captivating on higher difficulties. I'm Tommy Thompson, and let's spend this episode of Smoke and Mirrors discussing tactical coordination in Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition. Having played all three versions, admittedly far longer than I really should have, the key mechanic that changes the whole experience is the ability to change between friendly characters in real time, which was introduced in Hyrule Warriors Legends on the Nintendo 3DS. While players choose their primary character for the level, which will have been diligently upgraded with new weapons acquired throughout the campaign and adventure modes, you can swap between active characters in the mission that are managed by simple AI when you're not in control. This is a feature noticeably absent in the original Wii U release, but made for a valuable change that you could swap to different characters who are arguably better suited against a particular enemy type in a certain situation. However, the more critical feature is that on the bottom touchscreen of Legends on the 3DS and in the pause menu of the Definitive Edition on Switch, you can tell characters to go towards specific locations, attack a specific higher rank enemy, attack or defend a keep, or follow another ally that needs to be defended. Now, this is a fantastic case of actual smoke and mirrors in video games. Hyrule Warriors only renders the characters in immediate proximity of the player. Given in any particular match, you can find yourself fighting off hundreds, if not thousands of dummy enemy AI. Hence, the activities of these characters are operating at a much lower level of detail and are largely simulated when not in view. They will still be moving in the world to chosen destinations and attacking targets, but the world around them is seldom populated. AI allies will slowly wear down and eliminate higher tier enemy characters or capture forts on what appears to be a timer based system, where combat is largely simulated rather than taking place in the real world. In many cases, the timers that are running here are often pretty long, meaning any task assigned to an ally will typically take a long time. The other detractor is that if the character is outmatched, they will lose health as well, and if they die, then you lose the level. It might sound like something of a useless feature, given they're losing health on their own and taking forever to do anything. But it's admittedly a feature I spent a lot of time on when playing in the adventure mode maps, as well as throughout the campaign on the higher difficulty levels. It becomes a tool for scheduling player priority, but also for reacting to what's happening in the world. The hack and slash falls to the wayside as the game becomes increasingly more focused on tactical deployment of units in key areas. If you have 3 forts to capture, you can send 2 allies towards those locations while you capture the third. If a character needs defending while you're in the midst of another activity, send an ally to support them. A new unit of heavies appears on the map threatening a strategic resource, send someone in that direction. Once your characters are all deployed or are heading to their chosen objectives, you can swap between them as and when the opportunity presents itself. Complete the task, swap character, reassign your previous character to a new objective, and continue forward. Plus, when boss monsters appear in a level, have them all converge in the same location, given you will have damage buffs applied to the fight. It's fun but also frustrating, as it is admittedly a very small feature within the larger context of the game, and as a result, the UI for implementing these changes and the overall user experience of sorting out these tasks is rather clunky on the Switch. It's a cumbersome 20 to 30 seconds of going into the menu, finding the heroes, assigning their tasks, making sure they're going to be in the correct map tile, which can be a little imprecise, then backing out. Having some sort of quick assign Hot Wheel or something from the main game would really help speed up the process and make it a more engaging part of the experience. But despite my gripes, it keeps me focused on that minimap throughout, and has resulted in my playing through Hyrule Warriors again for a ridiculous amount of time. Thanks for watching this episode of Smoke and Mirrors. Let me know your thoughts on Hyrule Warriors, and don't forget you can watch Smoke and Mirrors early on Patreon and support AI in games in the process. Have fun folks, I'll be back.